welcome back to the Scissors Hospital Mansion, Bedside Manor.
I don't think we're in a hospital anymore.
Hospitals were different in 2002.
Oh, okay.
It's in Europe.
They had this guy.
I haven't seen, like, a single baby peeing on a guy to put him out. Like, put out a fire.
Like, ever?
Well, no, not at this hospital.
I mean, you're really missing out then.
It's time for the fourth book of entities.
I found a new entity!
Number
Walrus.
4, the
Otters!
Mothman.
Ah, shit, that was in the first one. I'm out.
Paul Bunyan. Watch out for this guy, he's crazy.
So this is very important information for the backstory of this game. Lord Burroughs marries into the Hamilton family, which is our family, and he learns about the entities and the ritual of engagement because the Hamiltons have always been rooters, and now he is trying to murder his daughter.
That doesn't sound good.
Except she died on it, she died in a crash. And so he got depressed and then decided to take it out on everyone else.
He was like, I wanted to kill my daughter, oh man.
It's your fault I couldn't murder my daughter.
And then he was like, I'm gonna curse my children. So do you think, like, the Blobby Man is, like... He's, like, the blob from the end of the first Clock Tower game, and he kind of, like, got swole, but that's, like, the blob version of getting swole?
Right.
God.
That's why he's still into baby stuff, because he was a baby blob at the first one.
God, I wish I could be the kind of guy who would, like, vow to destroy the world as a terror ghost.
There's something in the book. Wow, great, more notes!
Hell yeah.
I have found the Burroughs Castle. I have finally solved the mystery. Lord Darcy Burroughs had a daughter, Annabel, but also a son, William, from his first marriage. Although Burroughs himself was killed, William escaped and lived out the rest of his days in peace under the pseudonym Billy Brown. Billy Brown. What a strange twist of fate. Although I took the Hamilton name when I married Francesca, my father was a Brown, a descendant of Billy Brown, which means that I am directly related to Lord Burroughs. The A, D, and N crests also make perfect sense now. Lord Burroughs' beloved daughter Annabel's name, his first name, Darcy, and his wife's first name, Natalia. My name is Dick, my daughter is Nancy, and my lovely granddaughter is Alyssa. Destiny weaves its web in the strangest of patterns. Does the legacy of Lord Burroughs live on? The fury of he who failed to become an entity? Is it futile, after all, to fight against fate?
Well, nothing to do about that.
Turn the camera around, I want to see this. Alyssa starts LPing this.
So it won't let you out of the room yet. Because what you have to do is investigate the screen. Oh, look, the perfect size for another crest that we found.
So, like, Dennis is part of this whole thing, isn't he? Because his name has a D in it.
Yeah, that's the confusion made here. It's not for Dick. So now, we can go through the door. That's all that did.
Oh, okay.
But also, you'll hear the sounds of swinging. Because
Gross.
the armor has come alive!
Oh, no.
Oh.
I thought it was the pendulum, and I had a pit in my stomach.
So this is kind of a weird puzzle. First of all, we have to jump into this Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I will just let you know that I appreciate what you did there.
I mean, I did too, that's why I laughed. But so, the puzzle here is that in this basement underneath, there are a bunch of doors we have to open in order to get to Dennis. And so we're gonna have to navigate around the armor that's now swinging and, trying to kill us with axes, and go down these Iron Maiden elevators in order to open the doors.
Okay. This feels really Luigi's Mansion. Ah, they're ruining the carpet.
I mean, it seems like there's It kind of needs to take a lot. I mean, they must have been chopping at this shit for quite a while. Barely a few scratches on it.
So yeah, this part also, like, unlike the other portions where, like, you have this buffer of the panic meter, as you'd expect, if you get hit with an axe, you immediately die.
Ah, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, we had a guy hit you with 2 axes at the same time, and you did not immediately die.
I guess you're right. Well, these axes, I don't know, they're like anti-rooter magic axes.
Right.
But if you have sigil stones, it'll still protect you. So, like, you do have, as long as you've been playing okay, you have a buffer for error.
Like, I think these guys are actually just, like, anarchist ghosts. They're trying to, like, tear down this building from the inside.
And that's how I learned that the sigil stones work.
Like, Alyssa does, like, a perfect parry on it.
Fucking faked out, motherfucker.
The timing on it's, like, really weird and, like, hard to tell, so, like, at some point I just ran, because I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, what happens now is you pull a lever on the wall, and it activates a timed platforming sequence. And by platforming, I mean you have to run from one side to the other. But if you make any mistakes in this, basically, you have to redo this entire sequence.
Wow, looks like you did a perfect one so far.
Yeah, see, it worked out, but, like, there's very little room for error.
Well, you did get hung up on the door. I don't know.
Welcome, Alyssa. That was just a dress rehearsal. Now let the show begin. Lights, camera, action!
Dennis!
Alyssa! Stop! Hey, I'll do anything! Anything!
Alyssa, give us your beating heart or else Dennis is going to be sliced and diced.
Run, Alyssa! Forget about me! Run for your life! Run! Run!
Dennis! Silence!
What's it going to be? Leave Dennis or donate your heart to us? The clock is ticking. Look at him. We need an answer.
Yes, what's it to be?
They send us a note that says, donate heart, yes, no, circle 1.
Oh, Book of Entities 5, aardvarks.
No, it's Book of Entities V, so it has all the V entities, like a...
like a Vardvark.
Right, or a butterfly.
Voth.
So, Ralph and Jemima were murderers under Lord Burroughs.
Valve and Vemima.
So this is like explaining why they're scissor man and woman.
Does it explain the scissors? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They like scissors. Oh, that's why they do this.
Huh.
So they were stoned to death, and then they were possessed by the same entity to become subordinates together. So they're like technically one subordinate in two bodies.
I like that these villagers from, like, the 1400s didn't know what clowns were, so they were, like, from Asia, I guess.
Also, we found ourselves in our grandfather's room again. Anyways, I get turned around in here for a bit, trying to figure out what I needed to interact with, because, like, there's a lot of just, like, shit in here.
Lots of picture books. Grandpa never did learn how to read.
But, as it turns out, what we have to do...
Just straighten that stupid painting.
...is we have to talk to this particular bookshelf of picture books.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say you have to talk to it?
Yeah, you have to interact with it. Grampy is really strong and he can kill a wolf, just like he could kill me and take my art.
He could kill a wolf, aka my dad.
Turns out Grampy is a pumpkin. That's real unfortunate.
I'm gonna stay with him forever and ever, or he'll stay forever with me once he performs this weird ritual. Wow, you know, this would have been charming if we hadn't just learned a whole bunch of shit about our grandpa today.
Grandpa, come on. Motherfucker.
Well, anyways, let's leave.
You do not want to see this guy's refrigerator. It's just nothing but crude drawings.
This is macaroni art of him.
You're not supposed to eat the macaroni, Grandpa.
See, the art his granddaughter does goes on the wall, and the art he does goes on the fridge.
He's like, I love my granddaughter Alyssa. She could beat up anyone. That's why I have to steal her art.
Grandpa!
Lord Burroughs, my ancestor, hear me. I know of your pain and anger when you lost your beloved daughter Annabelle. Just before the ritual of engagement, my love for Alyssa led me to kill her father, Philip. Entity, was everything you're doing? Is it all because of you? Do you want me to resurrect Lord Burroughs after 400 years? To unite us and to enact the ritual of engagement with Alyssa's blood? Is that what you want? Do you truly want me to stab my dearest granddaughter in the chest? Well, that doesn't sound bad. Once the deed is done, I will be with Alyssa forever. Return to this earth, Lord Burroughs. Join with me, and we will complete the ritual of engagement. Enter my body, and let our flesh be fused.
Now you know everything, Alyssa. The one who's after your heart is none other than your grandfather, with the blessing of our own Lord Burrows.
Once we have your heart, the two of them will carry out the ritual of engagement, and a new entity will be born. Thanks to you, our ranks will swell and prosper.
Now, here, Alyssa, you wouldn't sacrifice the life of a friend just to save yourself, now would you?
Chop, 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 on flame and every
Run, Alyssa! Run!
Dennis!
So, thankfully, if you solved the puzzle correctly, the puzzle is still solved. So we don't have to do all that door bullshit again.
So, wait, how could you solve it incorrectly?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, what I mean is, it resets every time you fuck up, but it doesn't reset this time for some reason, even though you saw it reset. So you just don't have to do it again, as long as you don't mess this up again. You remember this? Wow. It's like it only happened, I don't know, 7 minutes ago?
Right, but now you have to shimmy along the side.
Well, you know,
That's
now
right.
it's harder because we're so discouraged that our grandpa was the true villain after all.
I can't believe it. I guess he was a real dick. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with tragedy in my own way. Welcome to the fight against Scissor Woman. And let me tell you, the music is wacky. So, she has a much smaller health bar than anyone we've previously seen, for good reason. I don't know if there's like a narrative justification for this or whatever. You can't auto-aim in this. Like in the other fights, if you start holding your bow, it like automatically clings to wherever they are at that point. In this one, you have to manual aim.
Well, Alyssa just doesn't want to look directly at Scissor Woman.
It's because she's so crazy and unpredictable. You don't know where she's gonna be next.
I guess so, yeah. The big thing is she keeps teleporting, and that's like her big attack, is she teleports around, and so you kind of have to, like, anticipate where she's coming from, or, more accurately, you have to guess where she's coming from. And be able to, like, get in pot shots like that.
Right.
But yeah, thankfully, she doesn't have that much HP, so it's not too bad. And during these sections, all you have to do is, like, hide in the corner farthest from her, and you won't get caught up in the whirlwind.
Alyssa's just like, I love Harley Quinn. I can't possibly hurt her.
Yeah, so here's like one lucky thing you can do. You can stand in the corner and miss a shot that you should have gotten really easily.
Can you not like move
Like, that's what-
left and right whenever you...
No.
Oh.
As soon as you've started holding the bow, you're stuck.
I'll kill you!
Which is also like a weakness of the auto-aim thing, because if they moved while they were coming at you, you wouldn't be able to readjust without shooting off a bow and letting it go. Also, you can't hit her during this, even if I didn't miss. But yeah, so that's this fight. It's a really weird thing to just throw you into without, like, telling you that this is what's going on.
Yeah, it's like, are my controls broken?
Yeah, and no, it turns out this game is just a bastard. I really love the music that they chose for this fight, though, right? Like,
It's pretty fitting, yeah.
yeah, like, you know, you're fighting against someone really, like, devilish, but also it's like they're cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck off. That should have counted. Sometimes the hit detection is really generous, and sometimes it's a real bastard, but you know?
You should be able to knock her into the pendulum.
Okay, yeah, that was bullshit. Especially because that one hit. What?
Yeah, that one hit, so fuck off. Fuck off, video game. About had it with you.
Okay,
anyways,
yeah,
we're already
that's
halfway through, so...
That's just arbitrary. What the fuck?
Yeah, but again, like, we're already, like, over halfway through with her health, so it's not like it's as tedious as if you had to fight, I don't know, like, Chopper with this.
Mm-hmm.
They like, clearly recognized this is a gimmick that we're gonna do and everyone's gonna hate it, so let's just make it shorter than you'd expect. Also, for, like, being Lord Burrow's, like, most favoritist murderers, she only has, like, 22 kills to her name, apparently.
They do it real well, though.
Well, you know, this was probably like after the Black Plague, so most of Europe was decimated.
How many people are even left, like, honestly?
Yeah, like 23.
Alyssa! Hurry up and get me off this thing!
Alyssa! Jemima! How dare you kill my sister! You'll pay for it! I'll make mincemeat out of you!
And now, welcome to the fight against Scissor Man, the most infamous clock tower character of them all.
But now you play as Dennis and he has to shoot arrows. But his arms just keep wiggling around. He can't hold them still.
So, Scissor Man is a more traditional Clock Tower 3 fight, except that he is obnoxiously fast. Like, this is another one like Chopper where you have to wait for openings because otherwise his typical running speed will just catch up to you. Like, while you're trying to even get, like, a second power bow there.
Oh no.
So there's that move. He does that sometimes, and what you have to do is you have to get it to the point where it would make a chain, otherwise it doesn't block the attack. And also, he's, like, really good at dodging.
Right, he could take 2, maybe even 3 steps to the left. This guy's crazy.
It's a real son of a bitch.
Looks like he's holding his tummy. He's like, oh, I feel ooky right now.
He's got diarrhea.
I mean, all of this is very stressful.
Yeah.
So luckily, at least he still has the same thing, where once you get him in a chain, you've basically won.
Yeah, except that he has one more, like, long-range attack that he can do, which will show up in just a second. But yeah, for the most part, like, they end up struggling with the chains a lot, which means that there's a lot more time for you to just, like, do this. Yeah, he has one that doesn't have a charge up, and it's this, and that one, like, follows you a lot more than you might expect, so you have to be careful about that one. And see, like, it gave him just enough time to break out, but I'm one step ahead of this motherfucker. See, this is the power of the auto-aim.
Wow, pro gamer skills.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me go!
They probably should have tried attacking you at the same time.
Let me go!
Yeah.
Just let him go, Chirps. He sounds regretful of all the things he's done.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, I'm sorry.
I'll let him go. To hell.
Alyssa should have said that. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Write these down for Clock Tower 4.
Well, I am the spec script writer for it.
Alyssa! I'm the winner. Now to take revenge for my sister.
Alyssa!
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
No, thank you. It was you who saved me. Something special.
You destroyed all the subordinates. You think you're so clever, but you still have to destroy me. If you want to save your mother, come up to the top of the clock tower. I'm waiting.
Grandfather!
Grandfather?
The real identity of the Dark Man. It's my grandfather. I have to go, Dennis. You stay here.
Hey, wait, Alyssa. Don't treat me like a girl. I'm the man here.
Dennis, you may be a man, but you're not a ruder. I am.
Hey, don't leave me, Alyssa.